Right now, we're under record right now.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So, how should we go about on educating the masses to make sure that they know what direct democracy is, in you guys' opinion?
Well, that's a tough one.
Matt, can we have a quick kind of background, a quick little background kind of introduction? Adam, let's start off with you. Adam, tell us about
Yeah.
you. Tell us about you and direct democracy.
Uh, well, that's a bit complicated. My name's Adam. Start with that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm a student. I'm part of several civil society organizations, and we use a lot of direct democratic technologies in our group. We've been in contact with several pirate parties across Europe, most notably the Icelandic Pirate Party. They helped us develop a digital direct democratic tool for our organization. Uh, what else? We have a lot of, I would say, like quarterly meetings about the matter.
Okay, and Adam, are you an advocate for direct democracy being
Yeah.
used in government?
Uh, in a limited manner, and yes,
Okay,
I would prefer what the Swiss model, mostly, and I would
yes.
build on that.
Okay, all right, great. Matt, tell
Bless
us
you.
about you, Matt.
Um, I was originally turned on to direct democracy from Mike Gravel, Senator Mike Gravel.
Okay,
I was a huge supporter. We also have another we have another guy that showed up to the meeting. His name is Mark,
okay.
and
Hi, Mark.
hello, Mark. Oh, he's still connecting to audio right now, but
Okay.
it was through Senator former Senator Mike Gravel's campaign. How you doing, Mark? Um, he's a very strong advocate for direct democracy, and that's what got me involved. Is I just was really impressed by the way how he described it, and it really got me enthusiastic about it.
Okay. All right. And
Bless you.
for my, how are we doing? Have we got Mark or is he still connecting?
Mark is still connecting to audio.
Okay. Well, here we go. Let me give you a little bit about me, Adam and Matt. So
Yeah.
I've been active around that kind of direct democracy campaign piece for the last, well, and when I say active, we're going to say semi-active for the last 20 years. I came across direct democracy some time ago. I formed a political party. I ran for. You'll be able to Google me, my full name, Roger McNair. So you'll be able to get a bit of background. But I think kind of the key of what I see is, and we can all, I assume, be in pretty much agreement with this, is people are talking direct democracy across the world. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
There are various different organizations talking different types of direct democracies around the world. Everything from citizen initiatives, referenda based, mix of direct democracy, yada, yada, yada. My idea would be to get these organizations together with their separate direct democracy swings. We form some form of united organization,
Like a confederation.
whatever we want to call it. We bring in all those different direct democracy messages. We form one direct democracy message, and this is now assigned to across the globe with these different organizations. And then we move into a kind of campaign phase of where we're all talking one message. Because I think that's one of the problems now, is the actual message of direct democracy has been diluted through so many different approaches, different organizations. The separation has been our weakness up until now. And I believe what we want to do is create that one message, that one logo, that one everything that we all operate under. I don't know. What's your thoughts, guys?
What's that?
What's your thoughts?
I like that, but I don't know if it's completely realistic, given that a lot of people handle direct democracy in I would say, in a very varied manner. So I don't know if it's doable. I mean, it sounds like a nice goal.
Matt?
I think it's doable, to be honest, because I mean, let me put it this way: if we don't get direct democracy, then we're under threat of not making enough progress to ensure that the survival of our species, so to speak.
In a nutshell, may not be us, maybe our generations, but either way, absolutely.
Yes.
But you know what, Matt, Adam, is if you've been twittering around long enough, which you clearly have, you'll see that there really is a lot of talk about it. But you know, you have a look in the media. The media's quiet about direct democracy. Yeah, you know, we all know, you know, the majority of people are unaware of an alternative, a credible working alternative to the existing system of representative democracy. So, but, you know, the three of us right now do not need to talk about the benefits of direct democracy, the credibility, because, you know, we're on board, aren't we?
Yes.
I think it's all about next step. And I believe the next step is for us to unite. I think it's got to be, wherever we are in the world, to unite. Because if we can't do that, then, you know, we're not getting off to a good start. So I don't know what the mechanics would be. I don't know, and I think kind of we're probably all going to have to go away and give that some thought.
Yeah.
But I just think that we've got to be singing off the same hymn sheet if we're really going to be serious about this, and clearly by the global interest and the global speak about direct democracy, clearly if we were to unite, then we've got a really large global voice straight away across the globe. You could do a coordinated campaign and that would get media across the globe. So, you know, we've got a really strong position right now. We just need to kind of herd everyone up.
Yeah.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, so, you know.
I just think this requires an extensive crowdfunding campaign, which I don't think is impossible at all. I think it's very possible.
Adam, to herd everyone up? Or thereafter?
What is it?
Are you saying we're going to need crowdfunding to get everyone together, or the next stage?
I mean to get noticed as a
movement. But do you know what, Adam? We worry about that then. And I think kind of, and how I've seen things now is that it's so easy to get lost in the detail and mechanics of the future. But actually, right here, right now, what we've got are advocates for direct democracy here, there, and everywhere. We've got everybody singing off a separate hymn sheet, but actually talking about the same thing. And we need to get everyone together. That's our mission. Right now, our mission is to get everyone together. Now, whether that's on a Zoom call, whether that's on a virtual conference, whatever it is, but we need to get all those direct democracy fans, advocates, all together in one place.
I mean, that already happened this year. There was a huge
direct democracy forum.
Yeah, the one from the Swiss one.
The Swiss, yeah, absolutely, with Bruno Kaufmann.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, the only problem is that firstly, were you on that all the time?
Yeah.
And Matt, were you on that?
On the conference call?
Yeah.
I was not, no.
No. And Adam, I have a feeling if I look at connections around the Global Forum of Direct Democracy, and then I look at the actual people who seem to be speaking about direct democracy across the world, I don't think the majority are actually aware of the Global Forum of Direct Democracy. Matt, have you been aware of the Global Forum of Direct Democracy up to now?
Like in Switzerland?
No, there's actually an organization which they call themselves the Global Forum of Direct Democracy.
I have not heard of that. No.
No.
Yeah.
And so Adam, so that's what I think the issue is that even them, because I represented the UK in Rome back about 3 years ago through Bruno and the Global Forum of Direct Democracy. And even the fact that year, which I think must have been either 2018 or 2019, that year, for the first time ever, there was appointed by Italy's government the first ever minister of direct democracy. And did anyone hear about it in the news? Oh, there's a surprise. A minister of direct democracy in the Italian government. Is that wicked or what? That's great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Matt, you look like you're busy researching.
Yeah, I was just what's up? What's up?
No, I'm saying, I'll tell you what, Matt, it's crazy. And Adam, you're aware of this. The community is huge, but so
I don't know
separated.
if I would call it huge. I would say there is a large portion, but it's not huge enough. It's not too mainstream.
Well, hold up. No, huge enough what? To make a noise? What are we saying, Adam?
To make noise and to get noticed by political parties as pressure.
I don't know. I don't know if it's them that we want to be getting noticed by right now. But let's be honest, Adam. I don't know if you find it in Lebanon, but have a lot of people heard of direct democracy?
Not really. Like
no. So I think if we were to be really kind of whatever about it, I think if there's one thing that needs to happen is people need to be educated about an alternative before we talk about storming the gates of government and this and that, because let's be honest, right now we by our current separation, we couldn't do anything anyway. We don't look credible. We're not big enough. We're not united. We're just, we might as well be saying the word, hey, we want peace. Sounds a bit like direct democracy. Sounds a bit wishy-washy, ideal world stuff, yada, yada, yada. But actually, what we do want is really, it's only just a bolt-on mechanism to the existing government. That's all it is. All it is a bolt-on that says that X percentage of the electorate can either block a government policy or propose a new one to go to referenda.
Yep.
That's it. It's business as usual thereafter, politicians. They can carry on arranging for our bins to get removed and this and that and do the deals they're doing. But there's just that one break glass that's been put in, which is actually, if you go too far, we can stop you. And if you really don't listen to a majority, we'll make you.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, the word direct democracy comes up with, oh my God, a whole new system. Oh no. Well, actually,
it's not really a whole new system.
It's a bolt-on. It's a plug-in. It's a plug-in to the existing system. So, I'd like us all to think about playing down or think about a new term around that direct democracy thing, which doesn't sound so scary, doesn't sound so radical. It sounds like just progress. That's all it sounds like, just progress rather than radical. But
I would look. Most constitutions, like in the developed world, allowed the petitioning of government. They just allow it through lobbying. We could just make the same messages, which would be as simple as.
But it's not legally binding, so they don't have to. You can lobby away, and they don't have to. Even a referendum here, Adam, for Brexit, isn't actually legally binding. The government don't have to do this.
Yeah,
which is
that's
once
true.
again lunacy. But hey, this is why we're all speaking right now. So Matt, I feel like firstly I've hijacked your meeting, so thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next actions.
What I was thinking is oh, hey, Robert, I think we can hear you now.
No sound. Oh,
No
wait,
sound?
wait.
Oops.
Hello.
Yes, hello, Robert.
Yay.
We
Yeah,
can hear you.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Great. Finally.
Robert, where on the planet do we find you?
I'm in the Mecca of direct democracy. I'm in Switzerland, Zurich.
Ah,
wow.
excellent.
Nice.
Excellent. Robert, can I ask, we did a little round table kind of, do you have any kind of, is there a specific reason why you're either an advocate or are you directly involved? Well, you're directly involved as a voter, but are you directly involved?
In Switzerland, no.
Yes.
I'm here just for 1 year, so not a citizen.
Do you know,
But
I was gonna say that accent of yours didn't sound too Swiss.
yeah, definitely. But I'm here because at some point I've decided that I don't want to live any longer in country in which I feel like a slave, basically. I prefer in Poland. And I prefer to live with other people who have right to vote and me personally without right to vote than in my country. Yeah, that was main reason for moving here, actually.
Excellent.
The
Well, look, Robert,
and-
just to recap, Adam, Matt, and me were just discussing kind of the next move forwards, and the fact that the feeling is that obviously there's a fair few people talking about direct democracy out there. Some people having political parties, some different movements, but a lot of people, but they all seem to be kind of singing but off a different hymn sheet, if you understand. It's singing direct democracy but in different languages. The talk that I suggested initially was that we get everyone together and try to work out where we have one message about direct democracy.
I agree, but how can we find out what this message is?
I think that we would have to work together. I think initially, this is going to have to be in phases, in stages. So I think initially is to bring everyone together. I think I think straight after this call, we quickly tweet out there how it was brilliant to meet up with the others on Matt's call, and how Matt potentially we arrange another time. Yeah.
Yes,
And
yes.
and let's just see how large we can get it by just doing maybe a weekly call. Sometimes you might get 2, sometimes you might get 4, but we keep tweeting about it and just basically gathering whoever is interested. It'd be great to bring it on board, but the mission statement is to gather and to work together to create one message.
Yeah, we can
unite, and that's strength in unity, isn't it? Strength in unity.
Yes, sir.
Sure, but I think I tried something similar in Poland because since 2008 I was working with Association for Direct Democracy in Poland, and we tried to first gather as much people as possible, and then with these people convinced government to change their position on referendum and stuff.
Robert, right now, firstly, I have to say, I don't feel the people are right now ready for this. I feel that right now we need people who know direct democracy, who are advocates for direct democracy, who are keen on direct, and we bring them together first before we go out to the people. I mean,
That's
let's not forget, Rob, and this Adam and Matt, you'll see it across the board, but let's not forget the average person, if there is such a thing, how much thinking about democracy is that person really doing in a day? They're not. They're moaning a little bit about politics, but mainly they're paying the bills, they're going to work, they don't care about politics. Remember, selling direct democracy is going to be like Henry Ford when he went out to the people about producing the Model T car, and he said to people, look, how do you feel about the car? And they said, do you know what? We're not interested in cars, just give us more horses.
Yeah.
So the people
that's true.
may need this, but will they want it? Maybe not. So we need to, this is going to be really difficult, guys. If we're going to do this, it's going to be so difficult because we're selling something that the people need, but they don't want.
Yeah, exactly. We are minority right now, but
massive. It's a massive task.
So my proposition is to start in the same place as Swiss started. They started from small communities, and I'm creating software for that. And this software main function is voting. This voting is anonymous, and it is inspired by a Swiss system, which means that before we establish any law, we first proposition needs to gather signatures, and only then can be voted. And there is a discussion in between.
See, and Matt, just quickly, are you a techie?
Somewhat. I mean, I'm more of a jack of all trades than an expert, but yeah.
So you haven't developed a voting tool yet, a direct democracy voting tool yet?
I've not, no.
Okay. And Robert, Adam has also been developing a direct democracy tool as well.
Not me. Not me.
Sorry, Adam is what would I call your lot? The team, the people around you?
Well, we have like honestly, it's like 2 people.
Yeah.
But they're part of we call them working groups. So
okay. The
they
point I want to make is that Robert and Matt, this is obviously Adam, you see this as also there are other organizations and people talking about, guess what? A direct democracy technical voting tool.
Mm-hmm.
So once again, I would love to see that there's going to be a pocket of direct democracy advocates who are technical, who are thinking about this tool. I'd love to see that all the technical folk put their heads together and see if they can come out with 1 or 2.
Oh, there are several of these that already exist. There's Democracy OS,
absolutely,
Democracy Earth, all these different applications.
But you see what I mean in regards to being able to kind of unify if possible. I don't know. I'm thinking aloud here. Matt, what's your thought?
I do think, that's to have a unified like app or program or software that's universal, and it'd be really important too if it could translate different languages.
Absolutely. And I assume different different it's gonna be cultural changes, let alone language changes, and different processes that it might have to address to. So basically what you're saying is regionalize it. 1 message, 1 tool, but regionalize it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Robert, do you get where I'm coming from on the technical front?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying suddenly ditch everything you're doing and this about. All I'm saying is that it would be really great to get you guys in a room virtually, let's say, just brainstorming. And I
Yeah.
know that obviously, you know, the name of the game for what we do moving forward is avoid conflict. We've got to avoid conflict. And we're, you know, there's going to be a lot of egos that we're all going to have. There's going to be a lot of we're doing it right, you're doing it wrong. There's going to be, I want to be a leader. I want to be there's going to be lots of aggro that we're going to have to deal with along the way, and hopefully deal with it in a direct democratic fashion. Yeah, because if we can't practice it, how can we tell anyone else to practice it? Yeah. So I don't know. So moving forward, I mean, one, it's great to hear you guys, and I'm sorry if if Matt, especially you, because you organised this, Matt.
It's all right.
I've got
Matt.
Matt, I've got a vision on this one, Matt.
Yeah.
I really do have a horrible vision which has been paining me for many years, because it feels like David and Goliath trying to pull this off.
Yeah.
But actually, seeing you guys, seeing what's happening on Twitter, I have this odd feeling that actually we could bang a drum really, really loud out there.
Yeah.
Really loud. Yeah.
Yeah.
So guys, listen, I'm going to have to check out soon, but if I could just ask one thing, Matt, if we can stay in contact, I don't know if you can gather everyone's email addresses or this and that, but if we can stay in contact and we set up another one of these next week, and it's a kind of like just a get together.
Yeah.
But each of us now after today tweet that it was really great seeing you guys on the call, blah blah. We look forward to the next one next week.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yep.
Adam, you good for that? Robert?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
sure thing.
So listen, I'm going to leave a call. If you like to stay on, brilliant. But guys, it was such brilliant to get you on board. It's given me hope. It's given me a lot more hope. So it's excellent. And hey, it has to start somewhere, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 100%.
Guys, listen, take it easy. Have a good rest of the day.
You too, man.
See you, man.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, he was nice. He has a lot of good ideas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Excellent. Yeah.
Listen, guys, I don't have experience with explaining all of this, but I tried to introduce direct democracy for many years, and because we are such a small minority, I think there is no chance to do it with like official channels with representative democracy. And what I came up with is this idea that it should be done with small groups. I mean, first, each of us, let's say, each of us gathers his friends, and you are creating a small group. And this group is made to help each other. And if this group will be successful, those groups can then create a kind of coalition or confederation, and only then we can do something more. But first step is to have small community which is ruled by direct democracy.
I think the most important thing is crowdfunding, and we need to have a good crowdfunding tool. There's already a lot of tools out there like blockchain tools we can use for crowdfunding that are pretty good and healthy.
What do you want to finance?
Well, we finance propaganda, like stuff like explaining what is direct democracy, why we need it, why it's healthy, what are the policies.
I would not call it propaganda. It's more so, like,
I mean, yeah, propaganda has a negative connotation today, but it's more of like an advertisement, whatever you'd want to call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to get the conversation, the discourse going,
Yeah, but how will you convince those who claim that majority is stupid and this will not work? This is
Well, you could allude to many good policies that have been decided on by direct democracy and explain the relationship of petitioning, because a lot of countries actually allow petitioning under the constitution, but petitioning primarily occurs through special interest groups with lobbying corporations and whatnot. So you could explain the horrible, dirty relationships in lobbying and use this as an argument to say, well, why would you allow a special interest group more than you would allow a body of people? Understand? And I think that
yeah.
in itself is a great message.
Uh, my idea is to show how direct democracy works in reality, in practice. If these small groups I mentioned, if they will be successful, people automatically will join them. These groups will grow, and
Yeah.
people realize that when they themselves decide about everything is working better. So I think my approach is through practiced, to just to help each other. Let me give you an example.
Mhm.
In groups of people, there are those who have too much money. They trying to invest this money, and there are people who needs to borrow some money sometimes, right? And usually both of these groups are using bank as a middleman. And if such a group will create, borrowing by between themselves, they can get all this profit which goes to banks. They can keep it to themselves, and that's one example. But there is a lot, many more. For example, if I'm living in like a living block, there are around 8 families here, and my next step with my software is to give these people accounts on this voting system I'm creating.
Mhm.
And there is a chat over there, and we will have a medium for communication and for making
Yeah, that's
decisions.
pretty cool.
So this is small, but I'm sure this is small, but it cannot be
It's great.
stopped.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show you how this looks like?
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to see it.
Oh wait, I have some message. Are we run out of time?
No, we're not out of time, but if you guys like to, I mean, it's up to you guys. You just want to keep on going or not? It's all right.
I mean, I see a message. Thank you for choosing Zoom. This meeting has been upgraded by the host. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, unlimited minutes. Okay, nice to have. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Can
I
you,
don't mind seeing the application. And maybe it's better if we have a larger crowd, so everyone gets a look.
if I may, I will be happy to show you.
Yeah,
Matt,
you can show us a small preview now. Yeah, why not?
Matt, can you allow me to
Yes.
share the screen?
Yes.
Oh, oops, that's. I think you asked me to open my camera, so I think it's a different person.
No, I meant, wait. Host disabled participant. screen sharing. So, Matt, this is request for you. Can you allow me to share my screen?
Yeah.
No, Matt, you're sending me a request to start my video. You have to talk to the. You have to. I think it's a different setting.
Okay. Gotcha. No worries. No problem. Tell you guys what. I think I got something going on right now. Like my cat wants up, but actually, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I can stay and talk. I just got to walk around in a little bit. I can't sit still too long. But
I think it's better to wait till next time when we have a larger crowd. A preview would be nicer when we have some more people.
Okay, no problem. So, sorry.
that's all right.
No, it's fine. Okay, then we can conclude it for today. And next time we'll have what was his name again? That
Roger.
Roger. Yes, Roger
Yes.
McNair. And we'll post about this meeting, and hopefully we'll get a larger crowd.
Yes. Yes.
And your preview would matter more, Robert, because more people would see it.
Yes.
I don't know if Roger will allow anybody else to talk, actually.
No, don't worry. We'll make sure of it. Okay.
See you guys
Matt.
next
All
week.
right.
Matt, thank you for organizing this.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
thank you very much,
You
Matt.
are great, man.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
All right. Well, you have a good day now.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Goodbye. See you.